Good day to everyone. To all the participants, thank you so much for joining our training for today. So today our training is all about basic Excel. So we will train you on usage of basic formulas for basic Excel. We have 6 trainers in total for today, and we will cover up basic formulas such as sums, counts, VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, index, and etc. So our learning objective is to prepare yourself for the usage of basic Excel for your own benefit in your working future. So let's get started.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Hidayah Rafi. Looking at the count function and what the count function does. It is count the number of cells in a range that contains number. So let's have a look at that. So if we were to just highlight all of these, sorry, highlight and hit enter. We get 12. And the reason that is because it's counted up all of these two and then all of this, but it hasn't counted this one and this one. So we actually got in total we get 14 rows of data here. If you include this blank, but it hasn't counted this, so we only getting 12 there, which is what the count function is useful for. So it's useful to identify where the end instead of a number across a range of cells. Now let's see what happens if we use the count function on text. So this is the text here, the different days, and if we hit enter, we get 0. And that's because the count function only works when you're counting up cell that contains number. Next function is countif with S. Now we are looking at multiple criteria. Here I click into another sheet and I want to find out. So just to orient you to the data. Here I have a bunch of name of cell people. They were in different state. They have a different number of orders. They achieve and they driven a certain amount of revenue for this company. And let's say I am a manager of this company and I want to know, well, how many people are in the Kelantan state with at least 400 orders. Well, this is getting a little more complicated because now I want to know, well, how many people are in Kelantan, but then also the order have to be above a certain amount. So I have multiple criteria that I'm looking for. So once again, we could use count if with and s. And so here just a description. Count the number of cells specified by a given set of conditions or criteria. So there you see it's plural, and so what we gonna do is first of all we are gonna say, well, the first range is well in another state. Let's start with this and start with the state. So I'm gonna say, well, is the first range is well in another state. So I'm gonna select this, and my criteria is I want to them to be in the Kelantan. So okay, so we did that, and so I just if I just run, then on its own it will tell me that there are three because I have three people in the Kelantan. Now I'm going to type in my next set of criteria, and the next page is well is say well at least 400 orders. So let's select this next set of data here, the number of order, and then my criteria is going to be at least 400 orders. So it's greater, oh sorry, so it's greater than or equal to, and then we are going to type in 400, and then I'm going to close the quotes and the parentheses and let it enter, and so the answer is 2. So here my answer, there are 2 people from Kelantan state who have 400 orders. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Amina Chua. I'm your trainer today. Today, I would like to introduce what is useful basic Excel function. Okay, first, I want to show you the basic function of sum and sum if. Okay, first, this is a definition of a sum. The Microsoft Excel sum function adds all number in a range of cells and return the result. Okay, this is formulation. As you can see, we use sum formulation to get the total of numbers. And then this is a tutorial that show how to get the total if use the sums. The second one is sum if. Sum if is a function to sum cell that meet multiple criteria. Sum if can be used to sum value when adjacent cells meet criteria based on dates, number and text. Okay, this is formulation. We use sum ifs to get the criteria and the number based on dates and text. Okay, this is a tutorial. As you can see, we want to get the Tom product, how many he sold for the products. Let's go to the tutorial. Okay, this is a tutorial for sum, how to get the sum. Okay, this is formulations, how to get the total all of this number. Okay, first, we use this function, click this one, and then we calculate all this one, we close the column, and then we click enter. Then this is total for sums. Okay, this is tutorial for the sum ifs. We want to know what is Tom quantity cells of banana. Okay, first we have to put sum if. We choose sum if. We double click and then we put sum range criteria, range 1 and criteria, and close the column. First, we have to take this one, quantity, and then we put comma, and then put comma, and then we have to choose product, put comma, choose cell persons, and put comma. Last one, who salesperson you want to do. We choose Tom, and then we close the parents, and then we just click the enter. And then this is Tom sales for banana. Product sold is 22. Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Tengku Anis Suraya. So let's move on to the next formula. We will be training today is VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. So we use this formula is to find the specific data that we want in the abundance of data that we have in Excel sheet. So for VLOOKUP is for the vertical data and HLOOKUP is for horizontal data. So let's see here the formula is we have the lookup value. This is what are you looking for. So we need to enter the value what you want the function to look for you. And then this one is table array is where are you looking. So this is where we highlight the entire table with both values you are looking for and the values that you want to return. And then this is the column or row index number. This is which column or row do you want to return to you. And then for the range lookup is exact or approximate. So we always use exact, which is a false selection. So let's move on to the example here. Here I have vertical data. You can see here a lot of vertical data. So we want to know what is the Jasmine's gray value. So we put in the formula, which is equal sign VLOOKUP. Okay. And then we select the value that we want to look for, which is Jasmine Gray, and then we put comma. For table array, highlight all the table that we have here, the vertical table. Okay, don't forget to put the absolute value for more accurate result. And then column or index number is the second column, so we put 2. And then for this one, we always use exact match, so we choose false. Okay, so we have 0.02. Let's try one more value, which is women clothes. As we can see here, the women clothes value we cannot find manually because it's too much data. So we use the formula equal sign VLOOKUP. Okay, the value that we want, comma, highlight all the table. Okay, and then put the absolute sign, comma, comma here, and then the column is 2. For the range lookup, always choose false. Okay, so we have the result here, women clothes 0.88. Okay, let us move on to the HLOOKUP formula, which is for the horizontal value. So we can see here I have the horizontal value, okay, the horizontal data. So we want to know the specific value for Mervyn Liu. Okay, as we can see here, we have Mervyn Liu. Okay, so let's try use the formula HLOOKUP. As usual, equal sign, double click for HLOOKUP. Lookup value is Mervyn Liu, highlight this one, and then comma for the table array. We highlight all the table here. Okay, all the data in the table. Okay, and then we will have, okay, the row index number is 2 because we want to know the score is at the second row, and then always choose false. Okay, so we have here 0.77. Okay, so this is correct. So I hope this formula can ease your Excel work for in the future. So thank you for listening and your focus. Thank you.
I'm going to explain the definition of average function, and then I'm going to explain the formula, and then the end of this slide I'm going to show the tutorial how to use the average function. So first, the definition. The Excel average function calculates the average arithmetic mean of supplied numbers. So the formula, put a equal and then type average, open the bracket, put the number, comma, another number, and then close the bracket. And then we move to the second slide. I'm going to explain the definition of a max function, the formula, and then at the end of the slide I'm going to show the tutorial. So the definition of max function, the Excel max function returns the largest numeric value in the range of values. So this is the formula, put the equal, max, and then open the bracket, put the number, comma, another number until the end of the number, and then we close the bracket. So, and the third slide, I'm going to explain the definition of main function, and then I'm going to explain the formula, and then the end of the slide, I'm going to show the tutorial. So the definition, the Excel main function returns the smallest numeric value in a range of value. So the formula here, put equal, min, open the bracket, put the first number, and then comma, put the second number until the end of the number, and then close the bracket. Okay, thank you. Let's do the practice. Here I got the Excel data. So I'm going to start with the average first, average functions. As the formula, we put the equal and then type average function, and then double click. Here, you need to put the number. So because we need to know about the Mary, so we click the first quizzes, comma, second, comma, third, comma, and fourth, and then close the bracket, enter. Here we go, we got the average for a Mary result. So, and then we move to maximum function. Here, let's check who got the maximum result for this 4 student. So put the equal here and then type max, and then double click. We need to put all this number, the first column for Mary, comma, second for Christine, comma, second for Zach, third for Zach, and then fourth for the Brandon. So close the bracket, enter. Here you go. We got Mary as the maximum result or the highest result for 4 of the student here. So the last one is minimum. We need to know who got the minimum or the smallest result for all the 4 students here. So put equal, type min, and then double click. Put the number, the first number, comma, the second number, comma, the third number, and then the last one. And then close the bracket, enter. Here we go. Let's check. Okay, that's true. We got Christine as the smallest or minimum value for the result. So that's it from me. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.
Hi, I'm Husna. So today I'm going to teach you how to use AND and OR function in Excel sheet. this is data that I made it earlier using if function, just a little bit of put it data to figure out what are the bonuses that employee get from the sales. Let's get started. Okay, cell F, I'm using if function, which is I wanted to discover sales below than 50k. They get 10% bonuses, which is using if function I figure out that Nina, Mia, and also Adam made it 10%, where Sarah and Brenda their sale more than 50k, and the answer is 0. So let's go to the next cell, G. So this kind of cell we will use AND function. Okay, on cell G I'm using if, which is bracket, using AND function to and then click B2 cell, which is starting their sales number, which is the first row is Nina, and then I need to know what are their sales more than 50,000, and then with the comma click again B2 cell, because this is the first name, the first sales started before the rest, followed by that, and then put a symbol of less than 100,000, and then comma, click again cell B2 with the multiple functions, and then to get 15% just put 0.15 and comma, put 0 at the end if wasn't as what we wanted. And then after you are making a formula, so this is click enter. So the answer for the row G, row G2 is 0. So just extend it by dragging this until Adam line, and then you can see how much 15% from their sales bonuses. Okay, just like that. So next we're going to move to cell H. Okay, the next cell is H, which is we wanted to know what is the 20% bonus for the each sale that made by them. So we're using a if function. Just click it on cell, and then put a symbol greater than 100,000, comma, cell B2 again, multiply by 0.20, which is 20% bonus, comma by 0, which is if not, and bracket again, and click enter. So it show 0 here. So that means Nina doesn't have a 20% bonuses. Just drag it until Adam. You can see the only one have a 20% bonuses is Brenda. So don't forget to save it. Okay, your work. Okay, I just made a formula. So to get the total of the bonuses, I click it on cell B2, which is this. Before that, I click, I put it a symbol equal to, multiply by 0.15 plus F2, which is this line, G2, which is this line, and also plus H2, which is this line. So after that, click it, enter, and then you see the total of the percent is the bonuses of 8750. Just as normal, to extend it, just drag it into the last for Adam line. You can see it, how much is it cost, alright, how much is the total. With this video, the last step is as I showed before, after enter and you drag one until the last line, which is B6, you can see how much the total income that they get, between 5 of them. And I hope you learned something on AND and OR function on Excel sheet, and a little bit of if function. And I believe one of my colleagues have shown this to their part, and see you again. Bye bye.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My name is Muhammad Najmi Aiman. So today one of the trainer will teach you about index and match function. Index and match, a combination of index and match function. Index takes this cell range and return a cell within that range based on a count provided by the user. The match function returns the position of the cell within an array by matching against a criteria string. Okay, here we got a table that shown the information about student marks on the recent test. Okay, Aaron. Okay, so here we type index, double click. Okay, index. Next, the array, we want all the information from B5 to G15, comma. The row number, we type match. So double click also. And then the lookup value, the lookup value is J5, comma, lookup array, see all here, the student name. Okay, and then always put 0 to be exact match. Okay, comma, close the ini. Then we want to find the column number, comma, match. So here we want to find the subject. Okay, the lookup value is on L6 column, comma, and the array is the subject. So here, and then zero and close bracket. Okay, double. Okay, then we can press F4 for this information. So we're gonna log the number, the formula. Okay, here also and here also. Okay, so after double click we enter, and then it show Aaron's mark on match subject, Aaron entity. So we just drag the formula for all the subject. Okay. So you got it right, 72, 62, 90. So if you want to find other student, just choose the name on here, the lane. Okay, for example, the lane. So all the lane data will show here. Yes, okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
That's all for our training session for today. We hope that you enjoy this training as much as we do, and at the same time you can gain as much knowledge as you can. Don't forget to practice all the formulas that we have learned today. Practice makes perfect. Thank you for having us. Thank you for lending your ears, and hope to see you guys again next time in the next training session. Have a good day. Thank you.